The sun. Okay. The sun and the soil.
Oh, sorry. I'm not gonna hold the mic.
Yeah, I want quality. You know me.
Sorry.
Bye, buona pick.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. What I'm going to do is to give you exactly 5 seconds to get ready. Anyone going live? Okay, doesn't matter. And then we about what we're doing here. And then I'm going to take your questions. Yeah, I will So the president will make a statement and then we'll take your questions. And then take it from there. And that's what
Can we come closer?
Find your way. Look how I'm standing with this.
Can the CIC come a bit closer?
Okay, Stella.
Yeah, please.
Me?
There you go.
Yes, Siyabonga.
Okay, President, over to you.
Well, thank you very much. We've been asked by the Hawks to come and give a statement about allegations of discharging a firearm in an open public area. And they gave us 5 charges, and they asked us to respond to those charges. And we said will not say anything. If they want to charge, they must charge, and we'll speak in court. We don't think that there is anything to answer to, really, because they are being mischievous, and we'll deal with those matters at an appropriate forum if they decide to proceed with the case. That is the only thing they called me here for. I don't know why they are being dramatic, because in the past, every time there is something, the Hawks have never had a problem meeting with us, either in our offices or in the offices of the lawyers. We were shocked with this drama today, but otherwise we subject ourselves to the rule of law and respect the institutions of the state. Thank you very much.
Okay, anyone with any question that you would like to ventilate? Yes, sir.
Mr. Malema, Bateman, Eyewitness News. Firstly, can you clarify what are the 5 charges that they put to you? Secondly, are you the only suspect in this particular matter? And thirdly, what is the version that you have for what happened at that evening at the rally?
When they put 5 charges, it's those things of the law. What section? What? So I don't know. I can't remember them from my head. And then they only told me about me. I don't know about the suspect. And it will be inappropriate for me to refuse to say something to them. And I say to you, surely you should know that they are more important than me. And what I say may incriminate me in the near future. So let's respect the fact that I said I don't want to talk, and I will talk at an appropriate forum, except that I deny the allegations.
Do you align yourself with the version that Mr. Ndlozi provided to the public after the event, that you were playing with a toy gun to coincide with firecrackers that were going off?
Mr. Ndlozi can say anything he wants to say. He's not charged. I'm charged. And anything I say may be used against me in the court of law. And therefore we should respect that. Okay. I thought you asked me about what you called me. You called me. I called you.
Yes. But please, can you comment on that yesterday, the Daily Maverick allegations that were leveled against you?
It's an absolute rubbish. It's an absolute rubbish. And there's nothing new about the Daily Maverick allegations. I think when she goes dry, she looks for something that she's not reported about in the statements she found, and then she re-repeated the same story. So let's take the Sundown House, for instance. She wrote about it from the beginning and even implicated Dalimpofu in the Sundown House. We responded to it. What is there to respond again? It's not new. I'm not using Mahuna's money. Mauna never received money from VBS. She doesn't say that herself. Mauna received money from Zgamega. And Zgamega is not VBS. And therefore Mauna never got any money from VBS. And therefore Mauna is run by a cousin. My cousin, let's take Durban July for instance. 500,000 spent at Durban July. And then it is alleged spent by me. But it's not true. My brother runs a marquee at Durban July. So they buy a marquee at Durban July. They sell a corporate ticket at 70,000 per ticket. And then they sell alcohol, they sell food in that thing, and they hire DJs. They make people pay, they make money. So it's not like someone went to eat 500,000 at the Durban July. They put that money written Durban July because they procure marquee, sell the corporate tickets, make money out of it. There's one transaction she asked about of 500,000 to Major League Gardens. And her herself concede that Mauna paid 500,000 to Major League Gardens. It's a festival. They put 500,000 in partnership with Major League. And then they made 100,000 out of it, which was paid back to them. So they put money to engage in business and they receive returns out of that. So it is not correct. So when you say Malema, he paid Malema's child's fees, I once asked him to pay for the fees of a friend of my child who had not gone to school for 6 months because the parents could not afford. And I asked him, why is my son's name written there? And it was for easy reference because I was helping the family you said I should help. They help, not only him, my brothers help poor people at universities, poor people in the villages, poor people in the townships. They build houses for them where they can be in a position to afford. I, from time to time, ask them to do that. The same way I do with all of the corporate. She says I slept in a particular hotel in Durban. She can go there, leave the cameras. She can go there and ask, has Julius Malema ever been in this hotel? I don't know the hotel. I didn't sleep there. I slept somewhere else with my wife and we slept very well and enjoyed each other properly. So there was never a problem me sleeping in some hotels I know nothing about. So it is a fabrication, it is unfounded. My brother runs an office again in Johannesburg for information. But equally, all my brothers are in all the events I'm at. They are here now. They will not have let me come here alone. They always are supportive and I support them. So you will always find them where I am. All of my family, especially the boys, are in business. They are running business. Mekete Lodge in Polokwane, that's where one of my brothers is running a hospitality business. That's where we're hosting different types of festivals in Polokwane. Another one is coming this weekend. It's not for free. People pay 150 at the gate. They buy alcohol, they buy food. At least my brothers are not in tenders. So she has got a problem with that. She says this company is not even doing tenders with government. When they do tenders with government, it's a problem. These companies of Malema's family is doing business with government. When they don't do business with government, it's a problem. They prefer private to private business. It doesn't mean they don't do business with government. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, I've worn it before. I don't wear it now. I make no apology about it. I don't buy it with VBS money. I bought Louis Vuitton and Gucci before VBS. If you don't know and you are just a recent graduate of journalism, go and ask Deborah Patta. I answered that question long before. Anyone who voted for EFF and voted for me, they knew that I came to the EFF with Louis Vuitton and Gucci. It doesn't start now. It will not be stopped by politician Polifan V. It will never stop. No one can tell me what to wear and not to wear. I make no apology. What I wear and do not wear do not influence my political consciousness and commitment to the revolution.
Will you be taking any action against this allegation?
I don't have time for that. I mean, in which court? In which court? So I'm not going to do that. I don't waste time on Polifan Vake. I don't have the money. If I have to take Polifan Veik to court, I have to go and ask my brothers to come and finance that. And then, hey, this is for Malema's benefit. The BBS money is being used to go to court. I'm not going to do that. I've taken a decision, and that's why I will not engage her as a journalist. I've taken a decision, she's a politician. And then she says, Mbuyiseni, coming back from Durban July, I stopped to buy Nando's. But if she was an investigative journalist, she would know that I don't drive going to Durban. Even that time I didn't drive, I was flying. It's not true. So the facts are there. She calls herself an investigative journalist with a bank statement that was given to her by a friend of hers in Werksman. And it's not investigative, she just looks there and then she makes assumptions. He was driving, he bought Nando's. I don't drive. I never drove to Durban July. I fly.
Will you and the EFF in charge of going to Zimbabwe?
Absolutely, we're going to bury President Robert Mugabe. He's our leader, he's our icon. Let's all remember Mugabe the best way we know how. If he's a villain to you, don't impose that on us. Let's all remember him in different ways. What could be a hero to you may not be a hero to me. Wait until de Klerk dies. De Klerk is going to look better than Robert Mugabe, according to these people who tell us who to celebrate and who not to celebrate. I'm not the type. Yeah, Nobel Peace Prize, de Klerk, Nobel Peace achiever who presided over a regime that killed our people in the 90s. So I'm not going to be told by racists of note who to celebrate and who not to celebrate.
The last one, the EFF has a case
No, we don't expect any government leader to come or any international person to come. The memorial service is open to all. We wrote to the Zimbabwean embassy, we wrote to ZANU-PF, informing them that we will be honoring President Mugabe, like we did with Fidel Castro. We always honor those that the white monopoly capital want us to hate. We do the opposite. Mama? Okay.
Mr. Malema,
Yes.
Mr. Malema, this is a government has been saying that is our government out of touch with the reality on the ground, or is it that
Xenophobia is criminality. You can't separate it. You can't say it's xenophobic or it's now criminality. It's criminality. It is unacceptable. It's a crime against humanity. And those people who are engaged in it, they must know they are committing crime. And they must be punished as such. They are criminals. We agree with government, but do not try to justify one with the other. They are all the same. They are rotten to the core. They are undesirable. Our government should never even try to defend those thugs. They are thugs, they are criminals, and they must be called and be referred to as such. No one deserves to be treated the way these rascals are treating our people. No one. We should treat each other with respect and with dignity, and that's exactly what we will entertain. We don't have a problem. We know there are problems of drugs. We should punish them. We know there are problems of crime. We should punish it. But we should not do that through committing crime. There is nothing revolutionary out of the act we've experienced in the past few days.
Okay, just on a lighter note, any of your members, any MPs have to confess that they
Nothing so far.
Why is that a
Just a quick one, last one.
Very serious.
Your response last week, the NPA confirmed that it had authorised charges against yourself and Mr. Ndlozi in relation to an alleged assault of a police officer last year. Your response to that?
Another mockery of our system. Now, when we leave here, when I left the office of the office, I inquired about that. They say a provincial head of NPA announced the decision to charge us. And when they took the docket, the spokesperson of the Hawks is here, when they took the docket to the senior prosecutor at Randburg police station, they looked at the docket and said, you can't call these people to court with such a docket. Go and do the following. And they've called us and said, to attend back to do further investigations, please don't come. Someone is sitting somewhere, making stupid decisions, informed by politics and fear of right-wing elements like the AfriForum. And then they don't apply the law. They do that out of fear of AfriForum. Apply the law. At all times, it doesn't matter how unpopular the law might be. Apply the law. Mbuiseni's mother now, every 12 o'clock midnight she's praying, or the child is going to be arrested by wrong information, wrong decision by people who do not apply the law. When the senior prosecutor sitting there says, you're going to make me a joke in front of a magistrate, I can't go to court with this type of file. Then they call and say, no, wait, we'll call you, we're still making further investigation. So there's just generally a joke of the whole thing. They use us for diversion from real issues.
Is that why you use the term mischievous? Do you think both these heads, the Hawks and the MPA, are trying to come together against you?
Well, there's AfriForum behind the whole thing, and they're scared to say to put AfriForum at its place because it helps their political agenda to always bring us to the fore and divert us from the main issues in this country. So let's deal with the real issues and leave these nonsensical things which are a waste of time for everyone. The policeman they are talking about, it's a policeman that tried to stop me from entering the gravesite when we were burying Mama Wu, and blocked me. When I came out of the car, I said to him, Chief, what are you doing now? With the hope that the guy will recognize me. He says, no, you're not going to enter. A big white Afrikaner male stopping me from burying Winnie Mandela. I had to be next to the coffin, and no white man was going to stop me from burying Winnie. If that means I must go to prison, let it be. No white man was going to stop me from burying Winnie Mandela. It was not going to happen. So you not on that day, not on any other day. If that is an attack, take it. It is. It's an attack. Take it. For Winnie, I will do everything. I did that when she was alive, and I will do that even now. I wish I did that.
The video footage is correct.
I wish I assaulted him. Now that it's a real issue, I wish I did a real thing, proper. I regret not doing it. I should have done it so that I deal with real stuff. Me, I'm not scared. But uniform or no uniform, Afrikaner or no Afrikaner, white or pink, I deal with you decisively. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.